Hi, I'm Mike Reed, Operations Section Chief with Rocky Mountain Team 3, and this is your operational update for Thursday, October 10th. As always, starting at the top. So up in Division Zulu, and our big value at risk is that Little Bighorn Canyon and some of that private and the structures that are related in there. Um, we've been continue to hold the 144 line, or road, and we've been working this down, and you can see all the way down to here we are. And we're trying to turn the corner on this. And if we can get around the corner on this, it's really going to help to turn off a lot of that westward movement and hopefully take some of those values at risk out of play. We do plan, as time and opportunity is there in conjunction with the weather, that we might put a little fire on the ground just to get the black right up to the edge of the line. And this way it helps to moderate that fire behavior. And by getting black up to that line, it's, a black line is a safe line. Moving down to face, in Papa and Mike, still in patrol status. So we do have some resources that are patrolling that, making sure that it's good to go, and that there's no heat on the line and nothing that could sneak up and escape on us. But it's been looking really great. This is the containment that we're showing, and so far so good. Moving down into Kilo. So we're really getting good mop up on this and securing that fire's edge. Again, making sure that nothing is there hidden from us that could possibly jump over the line. And it's really looking good, and hopefully, in the pretty near future, we might see this containment continue to move down to the south. Down in India, so this is another one of our big priorities down here, is that watershed. And, looking at the map here, you can see the growth that we've experienced. So, at night we've been getting these downslope winds, which have really been causing us some problems. So it did get across the drainage, and it's kind of, as we work this line down, we're going to possibly out in front of this put some fire on the ground. We're not sending fire up the hill by any means. We're just looking to get black within containment lines working down, so that as this comes down and it pushes our line, it doesn't have the opportunity to get over. So we got a lot of eyes and a lot of horsepower down here. So not only with the watershed itself, but the structures that are within the watershed and the residences that are in there as well. So everything is prepped and ready to go, and we're feeling really confident. But we just playing it as safe as we can to ensure that we're successful. Turning the corner on the hotel onto the Red Grade Road. So we have some heavy equipment in here. That are working on just widening this road a little bit, because it's tight and thick in there, and it's not a very good road, and it switches up the hill. And so we've been doing some improvement on that to open that up and smooth it out a little, even just so we can get resources in and out more easily. And then all these structures in the Poverty Flats area, we've been diligently preparing them. And then what we do is we will put sprinklers out and around the structures with water supply and hose lays to really help them to be successful in defending them against fire. So moving down, and I know Foxtrot and Delta are both out here, but where they're really focused on is one of our other values up here, is that Burgess Junction area. So they continue to fine-tune the structure protection that's in place. And we think we're looking really solid in here and ready to, if this fire should move south, we'll be ready to be successful in protecting these structures. You can see this that's continued to move to the west. It's kind of hung up in the drain there, excuse me. And but it really hasn't shown a lot of propensity to move south. So, but once it does and it starts getting a little closer and we hit some of those trigger points, we'll initiate some firing off of some of these dozer lines that we have in place in order to really just cut off these values at risk down below, so that fire really minimally impacts them and that we could be successful. One other thing I do want to mention is, even though we have this good plan built out, we are not losing focus of what's going on further to the south. So if this continues to move south, we are continuing to look at Bighorn and Story, and also at possibly extending the line further to the south. So we might see that coming in the future. Right now we're feeling pretty good, but we are definitely not losing focus to what's further to the south. And that's your operational update for October 10th.